Caitlin Clark's rookie season is now over. Alyssa Thomas and the Connecticut Sun closed out their opening round playoff series against Clark and the Indiana Fever on Wednesday night. The Sun held on in a tight battle in the final minutes to grab an 87-81 win over the Fever at Mohegan Sun Arena in Uncasville, Connecticut, in Game 2 of their series. The victory, which followed a 24-point win in Game 1 on Sunday night, pushed the Sun into the semifinals for a sixth straight season. They'll now take on either the Minnesota Lynx or the Phoenix Mercury in the next round. As for Clark and Indiana, which was playing in its first postseason since 2016, they'll now head home to Indianapolis. The Sun led by 11 points early in the fourth quarter, but they let Clark and the Fever rally right back and briefly take the lead late in the period, which came after a huge three-pointer from Clark. But the Fever's push to extend their season eventually came up short. The Fever made just 2 buckets in the final 2 minutes of the game, both of which were layups, and both Dawana Bonner and Marina Mabrey added 3-pointers to give the Sun the lead once again. From there, they pushed ahead to grab the 6-point win and secure their spot in the semifinals. Clark finished with 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds in the loss. She shot 10 of 23 from the field and 3 of 12 from behind the arc. She is also just the second rookie in league history, joining Maya Moore, to drop 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds in a playoff game. Aaliyah Boston added 16 points and 19 rebounds, and Kelsey Mitchell finished with 17 points. They were the only 3 players to hit double figures for Indiana. Alyssa Thomas led the Sun with 19 points and 13 assists, which came after she dropped a triple-double in Game 1. Mabrey added 17 points, and Bonner finished with 15 points and 8 rebounds. Caitlin Clark's rookie season comes to a close right where it started in Connecticut. This is a young group with a core in Clark and Boston poised to compete for championships in a few years. But it takes losses like this to get there. Expect the Fever to add a vet with deep playoff experience in the offseason, possibly in that 3 or 4 position should they re-sign Mitchell, UFA. Mitchell goes into a paint of black jerseys and Sun are back at the free throw line. Dawana Bonner puts 2 more points on the board and this feels done. Everyone here is on their feet. Mitchell misses another 3, Sun grabbed the rebound and Indiana fouls Dejonai Carrington to put her on the line and stop the game. She makes both to push it to a 6-point lead for Connecticut. 2 bad turnovers by Indiana. Hull throws it away on an out-of-bounds play. Mitchell throws it away after snagging her own rebound on a short 3. And Marina Mabrey, who else, drills the 3 on the other end to push the lead to 4 with 45.5 seconds on the clock. It's another monster game for Boston. Clark and Boston are the youngest on this young team and not far removed from clutch March Madness moments. Sun lead 78-77 with 1:28 to go. The cheers lingered long after Clark's 3 gave Indiana the 71-70 lead. She led Indiana back with a fadeaway, rebound and hockey assist on Fagbenel 3. Hull gets the assist. She's up to 25 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Marina Mabrey answered on the other end with a 3. Fagbenel ties it at 73 off a Boston assist. It's going to be a good final 3 minutes. Fever have kept it around a 7-point deficit seemingly all of the second half. Dantas and Fagbenel are involved in the offense the last few possessions, but they can't let the ball get stuck. At 19p divided by 10 divided by 5r, shut down Fagbenel, who had trouble with ball control, repeatedly on a few possessions back and committed a shot clock violation. Indiana's defense needs to get stops to make this up and force game 3.2 more buckets for Thomas. 16p divided by 10 divided by 5r, and it's a 9-point lead for the Sun with 7 players in points. Clark is up to 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Boston, 12p/17r, and Mitchell, 10p, are also in double figures, but Hull is 1-5 from 3-point range and Fagbenel hasn't scored. The only bench points are 2 Wheeler free throws. Fever quickly tie it at 41, forcing the Sun to take a timeout at 8:19. Lexi Hull 3 on a Clark assist, Clark drive, Boston cut off a Clark assist. Caitlin Clark leads all scorers with 14 points, 5-12/2-7. She and Kelsey Mitchell, 7 points, 3-8 overall, played all 20 minutes of the first half. Clark looked frustrated at the end of the half that Erica Wheeler was bringing the ball up on quick inbound passes from Boston. Connecticut has the Fever on the same scoring pace as the first game, which was near a season low for the Fever. White said pregame with Mabrey in the starting lineup, they'd have to find her reserve energy elsewhere. That's clearly Veronica